The planet is changing because of the impact humanity has on it. We long since outlasted our biological programming, and the world which must have once felt so vast and limitless now feels insufficient for the nearly 8 billion people living on it. The planet's resources are finite, and we now know the deadlines that are rapidly creeping closer. The climate is changing, sea levels are rising, and resources are diminishing. And so we gave birth to the concept of sustainability to try and beat the clock. When I think of sustainability, words and phrases come to mind such as neutrality, living within our means, saving the planet, renewable energy. And we are doing a lot of things towards this idea of sustainability. Wind energy recycling, separating waste, solar energy, no more plastic bags, paper straws, electric cars, meat replacement, and biodegradable packaging, just to name a few. All in their own way innovative, smart, and certainly sustainable. However, we focus too much on trying to maintain our current level of consumption and how to make that sustainable, instead of trying to decrease our excessive consumption levels, which is clearly the root of the problem. On Dutch Overshoot Day 2022, it was calculated if everyone on Earth lived like us in the Netherlands, for just 1 year, we would need 3.6 Earths. And so we can conclude, the Western world is not living within its means. We have created systems, markets, and ultimately a society focused on never-ending economic growth. Today, the idea of the good life is based on consumerism, where the market never stops pushing for more consumption, and even sustainability is used as nothing more than a marketing tool to improve the public image of companies who don't really care. We strive for the bare minimum of neutrality in the hope that we have to give up as little as possible, because the idea that we need so very much is still very prevalent today. No, humanity doesn't really seem to want to change its habits at the fear of losing their comfort. Not even in the face of Armageddon. No, it's hard to have faith in a humanity that behaves like that and has deliberately made systems to hold it all in place. I can't help but to relate to the words of the great American poet Charles Bukowski, who at the end of a poem once proclaimed, "Humanity, you never had it from the beginning." So is it hopeless to participate in sustainability? Perhaps, but that does not mean it's meaningless. When I tried to discover this meaning for myself, I started by moving away from this expectation of reward. This is a very profit-driven mindset, where you assume a simple act such as separating your trash should yield some great reward down the line. Once I had overcome this mindset, I tried to pinpoint what feelings drive my participation in sustainability. And most prevalent was the feeling of some kind of responsibility. Not some responsibility laid on me by humanity because of the failures of past generations, nor some heroic responsibility to save the earth. No, it was something quite different. More responsibility to live my life according to my morals and values. Because I started wondering, why only do things because you are certain to gain from it? When did profit become more important than doing what is right? This feeling can be easily summarized by the words of John Stuart Mill, when he said, "The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing." Now, I wouldn't make any claims about myself being some inherently good person, but I try to be nonetheless. And so I believe the most important part of sustainability is to not participate in that what you think is wrong, and to at least contribute to what you think is right. That is a responsibility that I feel, and I try to elevate myself to that. Living my life this way is how I find meaning in sustainability. And I guess I would like to end by returning to those words of Charles Bukowski. Humanity, you never had it from the beginning. And I still agree with those words. But as the 11th hour grows closer, I wouldn't mind being proven wrong.